Like usual, I took my cues from her. Then again, so did most of the girls in our 8th grade class, but I didn't mind. She was more than a best friend to me. She was my soul sister. We shared secrets and planned to grow up and marry brothers and live in gorgeous houses next to each other in some exotic city far away. One night when we were only 10, we'd gotten brave, or stupid, during a sleepover at her house and used a sewing needle to prick our fingers. We'd rubbed the tiny droplets of blood against each other's finger and sworn to remain friends forever. We'd planned the best end-of-year prank ever for our last day of 8th grade. It was a tradition to try to outdo the class before, and we'd nailed it. Of course, we had the perk of having some of the smartest kids in school help orchestrate the whole thing. I covered my mouth to hide my giggle before turning my head to peek at Jeremy sitting behind me. He'd been another one of my best friends as long as I could remember. His hazel eyes twinkled as he caught my gaze, and he offered me an almost imperceptible nod. Just as the dismissal bell began to ring, Jeremy reached inside his desk. My stomach did crazy little flip-flops, and I fought to hide my excited grin. Music blared from the built-in wall speakers used for school announcements. Mr. Mangelli looked up aghast as the opening beats of Nicki Minaj's Super Bass, the unedited version, shook the hallowed walls of our too snobby to rock school. On cue, all of the girls in the room pulled identical hot pink wigs from their desks and slapped them on their heads as artificial snow and shimmery glitter burst from a contraption rigged in the back of the classroom. Mr. Mangelli's eyes bulged and his mouth flapped like a fish trying to suck air. He burst from his desk chair, hands shaking, pointing around the room. "What is the meaning of this? I demand you stop this foolishness this instant." It was a bit difficult to take him seriously, given he had glitter hanging from his mustache and had to keep wiping styrofoam snow from his lips. Of course, we ignored him. Sounds of cheering and clapping carried from the adjoining classrooms. A few brave students hovered at our homeroom door as they passed, peeking in and laughing when they saw the 30 of us in the room, now standing and gyrating to the boom-ba-doom-boom. Jessica, always the leader, actually stood on her desk. Mr. Mangelli turned apoplectic. "Get down from there right now!" She blew him a kiss. I lost it. I grabbed her hand to pull her down, laughing hysterically. Jeremy's arm snaked around my shoulders in a quick hug, and he leaned in close to whisper, "Score, we did it!" I turned, and my smile widened, including him in the moment. Jer and his friend Pete were the brains behind the whole thing. Building the machine to shoot the snow and glitter when Jeremy pressed the button had taken them several weeks in Pete's garage, but they did it. It worked just like we'd planned. I grabbed my backpack from the floor, and the 3 of us raced hand in hand out of the classroom, ignoring our teacher's shouted threats about this going on our permanent academic record. Really, what would it say? We made it snow in class? I wasn't worried. The school administration pretty much expected something like it on the last day of classes each year. My heart raced in exhilaration as we ran together down the wide hallway toward the double doors that led to freedom. Summer vacation with the best friends in the world waited just 10 feet away. Life was good. I was still glowing 20 minutes later when I got home. Like usual, Jessica's mom had given me a ride, and Jess promised to come over early the next day to help decorate for my graduation party. I pushed open the front door and walked in. "Mom, I'm home." I tossed my bag on the stone landing and looked around when I didn't hear her usual cheery, "Hey, honey," welcoming me. "Mom?" I called again, a little louder this time. It didn't seem like anyone was around. Granted, Dad didn't usually get home until after 7. He worked long hours with his job as a stockbroker on Wall Street. But I guess I kind of expected more of an excited scene walking in. My parents' usual go-overboard style should have dictated balloons and champagne or something. I trudged up the stairs to my room, still humming Super Bass. I reached back to untwist my braid and shook my head when my long dark hair was finally freed.